What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be talking about phones and social media and sort of the new technology that we're all surrounded by. And something I thought of today, and have been thinking of for a while, but have never really shared. It's kind of conspiracy-like, but it is a little weird. So I recently got a new phone. It's actually what I'm recording this video on right now. And matter of fact, there's not a jack port on it, so I can't plug in my microphone, so I hope you can hear me well enough. I'll have to get some sort of adapter. But no, I got this new iPhone, and I'm re-downloading all my apps, re-logging into stuff, and if you've ever set up an iPhone, you know that the setup process can go on for a little while, even after you've initially set it up and gotten into it. Well, for the next probably 3 days, 4 days after I had gotten this iPhone, I would go into an app, be it, you know, like Instagram or Snapchat, or even the app that I use to make my thumbnails, and this thing would pop up that says, allow this app to track your location and other information, or something like that. And it says allow and deny. And it said this on multiple apps. Multiple apps were allowing, or allow this app to exchange your information with other platforms. And then it says something like, to better help your experience, or yeah, your experience on this app and stuff like that. And I kept hitting deny, deny access, deny access, deny. I don't want you to know where I am. I don't want you to share what I'm doing on this app with other apps. And, you know, it's been a while since I've gotten a new phone, and having just gotten a new phone, seeing all this stuff they're asking me, and, you know, like the finish setting up your iPhone thing, and it would pop up and I can't go out of it, so I hit finish setting up, and what it wants me to set up is the Face ID and the Apple Pay, the wallet thing, and it's like they're just trying to, like, having gotten this new phone, setting all this up, I can totally see how maybe an older person or a less technologically advanced person is going to mindlessly, in the same way we hit agree on terms and conditions, they're going to mindlessly go along with all these things that are popping up. And next thing they know, all of their information is available to every platform that they're using simultaneously. And really what I want to get at in this video is how this kind of creepy notion, weird notion, that these phones seem like they are trying to be you. They are trying to become you. Whoever's programming these phones to act the way they are, these phones are being programmed to become like the inside of your head. Now, to begin, let's just think about the names of the two most popular platforms or brands, Android and iPhone. Android is a robot that looks like a human. A robot with a human appearance. Think about that. Now think about the name iPhone. I pay, I this, I that. iPhone, it's the I. The iPhone is your I. It's who I am, you know what I'm saying? The iPhone. These phones are, you know, and another thing they're doing is when one of these things will pop up where cancel usually is, you know, like on the bottom, it'll be the allow, so that you quickly and accidentally allow them to access your information and don't want to bother going back into it and switching it, or you think you'll do it later. And how, like, big platforms are buying other really big platforms. It's like, why did Facebook need to buy Instagram? Why did they want Instagram? Didn't Mark Zuckerberg just want to help people connect and talk to each other on Facebook? You know, why does Facebook need to own Instagram? You know, and like Google owns all these platforms and stuff. Why do they need to hold the name of that stuff? And you know what it is so that they can access the different banks of information that all these different users on different platforms are giving off. These phones want to know who you are, who you're talking to, where you are, what you're doing, when you go to sleep, when you wake up, how long you use your phone, what apps you use most, what you're most interested in, what you look at the longest, what you click through, what you ignore, the comments you make, the amount of money in your bank account, your relationship opinions. These phones want to be you. And if you can get a phone like the inside of your head, if you match that shit up right, the people that run these phones and have access to all this information essentially have access to the inside of your head, to who you are, because it has been, these phones are trying to become human-like consciousness so that who develops them can look into the minds of all these people. It's this massive pool of collective information. Everything you do is being tracked. Everything you do. They probably hear me talking right now, and algorithms are playing out in a way that'll base what I'm next shown, or what I'm next offered, or, you know, that shit, or the next data point that they take on me, you know? All this stuff is being tracked. They want to know everything about you. And it's put off like it's to be convenient. Oh, now you can just look at your phone and go into it, you know? But they also have a literal facial recognition structure of you, and your phone has some sort of robot in it that can scan faces. It knows what face it belongs to. These phones are trying to become you, you know? And at times it seems like things happen on your phone that, like, it's like predicting what you want to do, what you're gonna say, predictive speech. It's trying to make out your mind for you. And if you keep going with it, as if it's correct, and, oh yeah, that's convenient, oh yeah, that's like me, that's what I want to see, that's what I want to buy, you know, that's the place I want to go. It's gonna be like you, and they have access to you. And if they have access to you, and you are essentially programmed into this phone, they're gonna be able to tell you what you like, what you believe in, what you're scared of, what you should do with your life, you know, what job you should get, the kinds of relationships you should be in, the things that you should be doing in society, the things that are bad. It is able to program you once it has such an access to who you are or who you think you are, because you've allowed this phone, this phone device to be you. Just by using it at the extent that you do. Everything is tracked and documented and based out to be a certain way. You know, your phone is very individualized to you. It's a trippy thought. It's a trippy thought. If you can take a device and make it essentially like a X-ray, a map of the inside of somebody's head, just by looking at this phone and seeing, you know, tracking this person's phone and seeing all their information, think about what you have access to of them and what they do with their time and how they spend their time. You know what they're doing, you know where they are, you know what they do with their life, who they talk to, when they talk to them, when they use their phone, when they sleep. You know, I've already said it all. They do all, it's all tracked. It's also this little device, this little thing in front of me right now can be me, and I'm so attached to it because it's an extension of myself. It's an extension of my mind and who I am, you know? Really trippy thought. You can play with it if you want. Yeah, like I said, it is kind of like conspiracy-esque. But it's weird. It's weird, you know? Phones don't need this much fucking information about us, yet they're asking for it. Yet they are demanding it. All these platforms that are joining with each other, You know, cookies. You ever seen cookies? It's a nice, pretty little word, but it actually means, can we sell and trade your information to other platforms, to other websites? It's far out. Look into it yourself. All this weird tracking shit that they're doing. And just realize that's a good way to get a hold on how people are thinking and how people are acting. Get a mass amount of people to essentially download themselves into this little mobile device. But that's it for this video. How your iPhone is essentially trying to be you. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will be back with more. See you guys later.